Now we'll see how to calculate the required diameter of the impeller with the help of affinity law in order to reduce our energy losses. For example, in this case, already actually this same thing we implemented in our pump, and we get the power savings about 3 lakh per annum. That is, our raw water pump, our existing impeller size is 264 mm, and discharge flow as per design, and presently we are operating at 6 meter cube per hour, and developed head is 84 meter. But what we done our raw water consumption reduction and various mitigation measures we taken out, and we reduced the raw water consumption to 3 meter cube per hour. That is 50% of the raw water consumption we drastically reduced. So what we done to maintain this flow rate, so with normal practice we throttle the discharge, and we think about that why we want to discharge the throttle, why we can't go for this reducing the diameter of the impeller, trimming of the impeller, which will give our energy efficient and it will reduce our electricity bill also. So required flow is 3 meter cube per hour. So by this formula, if we do it, required flow is Q1, we will take it out. This Q1 will take it out. So Q1 we know, Q2 we know, D1 we don't know. That is required diameter we don't know. So Q1 is 3, Q2 is 6. Existing diameter of the impeller is 264 mm. So it is 132 mm. That means we can go for trimming of 132 mm means it is not, because we are trimming 50% of the impeller dia. So it is not advisable, because if we reduce trimming of the impeller greater than 25% means definitely we will cause the internal circulation and there will be the issues in the pump. So what we can do it, will make margin of 25%, that is 0.25 into 264, 66 mm we can trim it out. So our diameter of the impeller will be 198 mm will be our required impeller diameter. Required impeller dia. So same thing we implemented. What we done 200 mm. We take it to 200 mm for safe margin. So 200 mm dia, 264 was changed to 200 mm, 64 mm was trimmed out. So 200 mm impeller was installed in the pump. So head pressure also 8.4 bar is the discharge pressure for the impeller dia. It is a flooded section. So 264 mm we have 8.4 bar. So in case of 200 mm, what will be the discharge pressure? So discharge pressure will take H1. So H1 is the required one. D1 is 200 square divided by 264 square. So that is D1 square by D2 square into H2. H2 is present 8.4 bar, like 84 mm directly. So it is 48 mm. For us 4 bar is the required one. So we get this 48 mm. So it is our meter is the total head after impeller trimming. After impeller trimming. Okay. So what will be the power chain? What will be the power? Actually, in this case, we consumed around 8 kilowatt of power in the previous case. So the present case, 8 kilowatt. We know P1. We need P1. P2 we know. So D1 is D1 is 200 power cube divided by D2 is 264 cube into P2 is P1 only we know, right? P1 only we want to calculate. So P2 is 8 kilowatt. So our new power is 3.5 kilowatt. So 8 minus 5, 8 minus actually that time we paid around for 1 unit around 10 rupees. So our gain per hour is this into 10 rupees into 24 into 365 days. So our cost saving is around 3 lakh. We got it. So by this mean we can avoid the energy losses. We can overcome the 3.96 lakhs we saved. Theoretically also we get the same, and practically after implementing impeller trimming also we save this much power by the simple trimming of the impeller. So it is a very simple process. Our cost spending will be not more, only the lathe cost and dismantling and assembling. So just we spend for 4 hours of the breakdown. We line up that 4 hours, we line up the standby pump, and this pump was absolutely, we done it. We get the gain of 3.96 lakhs per annum. It is a much savings. So like this we can go for the various energy losses in our system, puppy system, and we can avoid the losses. Thank you so much.